All right. I know my serious business owners, if you're jumping in the room right now. So I'm so excited. All right, let me remove this ticker and we'll move that up there. Okay, so let's dive in to the super secret session. First of all, tell me who's here so I can know who my serious uh, future six-figure and seven-figure coaches are, because we're going to be diving into just what I was talking about as we own the business, the business ownership mindset. As we start to think like a six and seven-figure entrepreneur, it starts to allow our brain to actually believe it. And as we believe it, we actually see it. And those three keys that we talked about, that we invest, that we decide, and that we act, versus staying in a decision, staying in the I will do it alone, I'll just do the free, taking 19 years to do it. That is not what a profitable business, how they run. They run by investment. We invest to get time back. So before I dive in, I want to see who's here live. Let me pop up. Okay, good. So Lillian's here, Linda Nelson's here, Katie's here. Whoever just gave me the cute little wavy hand, I don't know who you are because it doesn't have your name. So get your name on there. So today we're talking about the 10 ways. There's more. I can tell you there's more, but the 10 ways to finance your coaching career. And here's the thing. I think my brick and mortar experience really did give me a little bit of an advantage, because being successful in that side of the world, I knew we had to spend money to make money. Hey, Carrie, good to see you. I knew we had to spend money to make money. Like, we couldn't have a store without getting financing. Like, it's just a normal part of doing business. But for some reason, the online coaching industry, the volume of coaches, and honestly, this is the difference maker between those that will succeed and those that won't. And I'm just going to be real. Those that will succeed, they realize they can't think like a dabbler, like a student anymore. They got to own their business ownership. We talked about that, so I'm not going to keep beating that. They learn the mindset of a seven-figure coach. That's what we teach inside the certification, right? One of the things. And then they know they can finance it, right? That this is actually a normal, healthy behavior inside of a business. And I don't want to teach you to have a hobby. That might go get certified by somebody else if you want a hobby. I'm just going to be honest. I want you to have a coaching career. It's the best career ever. I can coach from anywhere in the world. We were on vacation in Wyoming or Montana. I was coaching from there. We go overseas in Uganda. I was coaching from there. We're going to plan to go to Hawaii. I can coach from there. I can be wherever I want to be, to have whatever experiences I want to have. And I want that for you. That's part of what drives me, is because I believe you were called. You're loved by God, you're known by God, and you're called. And that call is to make a difference for other people's lives. And I believe coaching is the very best place, because you really, on a daily basis, get an opportunity through having the right model of coaching to help people get to their calling. And to me, there's nothing more powerful. Tiffany, I see you. I'm so glad you shifted to business owners, because it makes a big difference. All right, let's make this brief and bright and be gone, because I've been talking for a long time. So I'm going to dive right in. I'm just going to tell you what it is, and I'm going to talk through each one of them. First, I would encourage you to file, if you haven't done this already, I would encourage you to file paperwork to become an LLC. Now, you can be a solopreneur, but when you file paperwork to become an LLC, which is just a limited liability company, get that word company or corporation, you are a business owner. It helps protect you legally to some degree. And it also gives you what's called an EIN. It's a business identification number. And this is the first step to starting to get business credit. So the process to file an LLC is not what I'm going to go into today. You can Google that, but I can tell you, you can do it today and be done today. So I would encourage that first step for everyone, because it starts building your business credit. And just like your personal credit, when you just started out and you were 18 years old and you had no credit, it was hard to get more credit, right? So it takes a little bit, but as you start growing in your business, you will start to gain a business credit score that will help you get different investments as you grow. So number one, to start off the process is file for your LLC. Now, if you've been coaching for a while and you're at multiple six figures, then we have a different conversation. LLC go is fine. I know multi figures that are still LLCs. Some people claim an S corp, and that's fine too. That's not the conversation I want to have today. But step number one is become a real business. So don't be a solopreneur and a coach. Like if you're going to actually coach people, I want you to file for an LLC and start to build that business credit. Who is having like an aha moment right now? Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know people were there waiting to give me funding, but they won't do it unless I have an EIN number, right? So step number one is file for that LLC. Get yourself to be a legitimate, real business that has a business name and an EIN number that will allow you to start getting business credit. All right. Now, a lot of you are watching this super secret training because you want to get certified. And you're like, I want to be able to do this investment. Of course, we offer payment plans. That is an option. So number two is payment plans. So if you're talking about the specific certification itself, we have those options available to you. So now this is, I want you to, it's a meta moment because I want you to see for your own clients, you might do the same, right? So our certification is 18,000. And we also have the option to spread that out over 6 months or spread that out over a year so that it makes it easier to be able to invest when you don't have that lump sum. Now, I'm going to encourage you to go find a different mode than number two. They're available for you if you need them. But I'm going to encourage you to act like a business owner and build that business credit because there's going to be a day when you get to six figures. And chances are you're maybe in this room because I ran an ad and you saw it and you're like, I want to do that. Well, I can't run ads unless I have financing, right? So someday you're going to be like, no, I need more people to see me. And so I need to run ads and I need to get some finance and capital in so that I can do that. So step number three. So step number one is file your LLC. Step number two, payment plans are available. Step three is I want you to open up a PayPal account and apply for PayPal credit. Now, it may not cover all the expense of the certification, but it could do part. And I'm surprised that more people who want to get certified don't go and do this step because PayPal wants to help you grow your business because the more money you make, the more money they make. So they have a vested interest. So PayPal credit, Stripe credit. So if you're already set up and you're taking income, like you have a Stripe account, you have a PayPal account, then I would really encourage you for step number three to go and apply for their business credit. Now, if you have none of that set up and you're so brand new that you're like, I haven't taken a dollar, so I haven't even looked into this. Tell me if that's you in the chat. That's okay. No shame in that game. Then all I want you to do is set up a PayPal business account. Once you get that set up, you can immediately apply for PayPal business credit. And like I said, I'm surprised at the amount of people that actually are able to get part or all of their certification covered from PayPal's or Stripe business credit. Aha, Lillian says, this is gold. It is gold because listen, you leave this, I want you in the certification. I want you coaching the right way. And I want you growing a legit business. I don't want you to be the dabbler, the learner. You're going to keep learning the rest of your life. I don't mean learning's bad. I just mean don't be the one that's just consuming, but not going and doing the thing. That's why I need you in certification because we give you the steps and give you the model. But here's the next step. Okay, I told I keep it bright. So file your LLC, payment plans with us. As a coach, you're going to probably do the same thing too. PayPal or Stripe business credit is number three. Number four is a private lender. So you've got to start thinking outside of the box. Who is in your world that is for you? And this is like, Shannon, what? Okay, let me give you an example. When I was going to get my mentor, I knew like something had to shift, right? And she was $50,000. And I don't tell the story very often. I'm going to tell it here. I had about 40,000 in savings and I needed an extra 10. So I knew because of my past in the restaurant industry and owning my own restaurants that I had to invest. I knew I had to invest, but I was a little short. So I was like, okay, who do I know that really wants to help me see this happen? And maybe it's an aunt for you, or maybe who do you have that's in your corner that you can go to and say, listen, I'm starting this coaching business or I'm growing this coaching business. And I could take 10 years, 15 years to do it like in a lone wolfing kind of way. But I found this certification that is going to teach me how to coach the right way and give me all the steps to grow my coaching business. But here's the catch. I need a partner in this investment. And here's the difference. I want you to think, I want you to think about it this way. I'm going to stop sharing because I shouldn't be sharing right now. No, you don't see me sharing anything. I just got to stop sharing here, there, but you can still see. Okay, sorry. This is what happens when I'm doing. So I went to a family member and I said, I know you believe in what I'm doing. I'm about to launch something and I really want to get past this and I'm going to work with a mentor and she's going to help me. Can you loan me $10,000? And I'm just going to pay you a percentage back of all the clients that I get. Plus like 10%. She's like, Shannon, I don't want your 10%. I want to see you do this. Here. She took 10 grand out. Boom. Done. Like, are you thinking outside the box? Like, are you thinking like a business owner? I just want to stop for a second there because it's like, yeah, that's right. Like, so a private lender, maybe somebody you know, who knows, maybe by asking, now you end up having somebody in your corner on your team that's now when you do these things, now all of a sudden it becomes real. In fact, I would encourage you to do that over a payment plan any day. You know why? Because now I got to start a coaching business. Now I got to really make this thing go. So private lenders, reaching out to your network is the next one. Who do you know that happens to know people that invest in people? So I'm going to start giving you lots of ideas. Do you know that there are venture capitalists? That you could just Google venture capitalists for startup nonprofit or for startup, online entrepreneurs. And there are people that will give you money to get the training you need. This is tuition to elevate your career. By the way, it immediately gets written off your taxes. You can take the whole $18,000 off your taxes this year, reducing your taxable income by 18 grand. Like that. Just that is going to save you so much. See, this is thinking like an owner. I have to invest because it's going to bring down my taxable income. Okay, so we talked about becoming an LLC, PayPal or Stripe credit, payment plans through us, find a private lender, asking someone, going to your network, right? Asking, the next one is ask a family member to sponsor the whole thing. Ask a family member to sponsor the whole, or a friend to sponsor the whole thing. What do I mean by that? All right, so when we were starting certification, I'd had a coaching company. The coaching company was multi-seven figure, but I wanted to be able to coach and train you in the certification. But I knew I needed to invest in the infrastructure so that I could deliver it well, and make sure that you're getting everything you needed, right? So I went to a family member and a friend, and I asked them to sponsor this new program that I was creating. So this would be going to them and saying, I want you to sponsor, I need $18,000 investment. I need you to sponsor this. And I'm going to set up with you a repayment plan that is going to be based on my client load. And I'm going to give you a certain percentage of it. And here's the thing, when I went to do that, these are people I care about and I want them to win when I win. And they were so excited to invest in it. They saw the vision. They knew it was going to work. And they made money as I paid them back. It was a win-win. They made about 10% on their money. There's no methodologies they're getting 10% on their money unless they're doing real estate. And then I was able to get the thing started. You're able to get certified. Who's having like, put a brain blown emoji. Okay, I had someone, we'll get to the last ones, but I had someone in my community that said, Shannon, this is crazy, but you got me thinking about all these different ways to finance the certification. I went down and I donated blood once a month. They paid me $700. She's like, that's awesome. Like, think outside the box, because it's about getting your time. How much time you sacrifice from, do you want to take 19 years? The kids are out of the house. Nobody's right. You want to do this now while they're there, for those who have kiddos, right? So thinking outside of the box. So we talked about private lenders, asking a family member to sponsor it. We talked about payment plans. We talked about writing it off on your taxes. Here's the thing. You can take a personal credit card, put it all on your personal credit card, and write it 100% off your taxes. So then you're just paying back your credit card. You know it's a business expense, so it's not debt on your personal self, even though it's a personal credit card. It's business debt, so you're writing it off and you're paying it off. You can pay off the minimums. You can pay off more than the minimums as you get your client load. But see, that's thinking like a business owner. I'm going to take a credit card. It's probably sitting there blank, or I'm going to go get a credit card. If you're already an LLC, you apply for a business credit card, but you get credit not because you want to go in debt, because that good debt is creating an explosion in income that easily allowed you to cover this. Does this make sense? So I'm not advocating for getting into massive personal debt. I'm advocating for you to think like a business owner and know that that is an investment in your business, a tax write-off, and being able to get you in the room, get you in knowing how to coach the right way, find the right people, and accelerate your path toward that 6 figures and 7 figures. Meanwhile, you've got a business expense that you can write off all at once. Make sense? Who's having an aha moment? All right, I got to check in the chat because I'm just kind of going down my list. Good? We're gold? Nobody's checking out? Nobody's having tech issues or anything like that? Okay, out of the ones that I've shared so far, and I've got a few more, which one do you think you would go for right now? Or a few? Tell me in the chat. Which one or several do you think you're going to try? Do you think you're going to go for? Tell me in the chat. I'm going to take a couple drinks here. Tell me in the chat so I know. I'm just going to wait. Which one are you going to try? Can you not hear me? Can you hear me? I'm going to wait because I'm not going to keep talking and keep teaching if you can't hear me. Lillian, Tiffany, Carrie, one of you, comment in the chat. Now you're going to make me wanting to go to Facebook to make sure it's working good. You hear me? Okay, so Lillian, which one so far are you going to try? What are you going to do? Which one are you going to try? Remember, we're business owners taking action. We're not business owners sitting and consuming. So I want you to make some decisions on this call of what you're going to go for as you get yourself in the room for certification. So go to beacertifiedcoach.com. All right, so let's do the rest. We talked about asking a family member, a friend to sponsor, personal credit card, write it off your taxes. What about a garage sale of all the stuff that you're not using that literally goes for this fund for your certification? Why don't you just not just think about it for yourself? Why don't you enroll your entire family and have a huge garage sale? Had a certification client do that, covered the entire thing. She had some furniture, she had some things, she wasn't using them anymore, did a garage sale, got her friends involved, got her family involved. They all were excited about her getting certified. They're all there, and she raised enough funds for the certification. Are you thinking outside of the box? What do I need to do to make this thing work? What do I need to do? Next one, apply for a grant with the local chamber of commerce where you live. Do you know there's hundreds of thousands of dollars that go unused every year at your local chamber? It's their small business grant program. No matter where you live, they have one of those. And even the major city near you will still fund you. So look at your local chamber and apply for one of those. And the last one I have is apply at your bank for a business loan. Once you have that LLC and that EIN number, you could go down to Chase or whatever bank you at and say, I need a business loan. Or you could go to a personal venture capitalist and say, I need a business loan and I'm going to pay you back 20% on sales. So these are some of the ways that you can really get in and, okay, so you've had your LLC for 2 years, EIN for 1. That's okay. Well, I'm going to tell you to not look at the history of the past. What about your garage sales? You got to start thinking differently, even if you have been in that situation. Okay. I love it. You're going to look biz loan, credit card, personal card, but know that it's a business expense. Yeah. Donating plasma. She was doing that already. She's like, our heart was doing that already. What about that garage sale? What about let's think about how do we create our future versus how do we look at what has happened in the past. All right. So these are the 10 ways you can finance your coaching career, starting off with your certification. And of course, we do have, and the last one is we do have financing partners that we work with. We internally finance up to 6 months, and then we have a partner that we work with that helps you stretch that out longer if you need to, and they fund a longer payment plan, and then we have that set up. So you can only find out about that when you go to beacertifiedcoach.com, apply, have that call, and then you know that this is the direction you're going, and you're being serious about it, and you're creating this business in a way that it goes quickly. Then that can be an option as well. I'll challenge you to make that your last resort versus your first resort, because there's something really powerful as a business owner when you own, let me try to do this in a way that shows that I have people behind me, that shows that there are other options available. Because when you do that, you start to gain a power and a strength and a belief in what's possible. But these are some of the ways that you can finance your coaching career. And I think the biggest thing that I want to help you shift in is just the thinking about it. The thinking about investing. We know we have to invest. And I want to wrap on that, because if you're looking, and a lot of times people will do this, they'll look at their bank account, they'll look at what's available to them, and they'll say, I cannot afford this. I want it. I see it. I know it, but I can't afford it. But that same person, if I said, I'm pulling up with a Ferrari and I need you to find 18,000, that's all you need. And this is a $200,000 vehicle, $300,000 vehicle. You would call your uncle. You would call somebody. You would figure it out. You say, invest with me, right? Because this is a Lamborghini. This is the Lamborghini for your business. I want you to get in your mind that it is possible, and that there are people that want to come alongside you more so than a car. So you'd figure out a way if it was that, right? I give you like 12 different ways that you could start. And here's the thing. These will stay with you as you grow to the next level. You'll be not investing in certification, then you'll be investing in ads. You'll be investing in team members, knowing that they're going to return the investment, right? So it gets you to flex that muscle, take that ownership. Even if it covers part of it, it starts to show your brain that it's possible. And of course, go to beacertifiedcoach.com, get on that call, and we can offer all our financing options as well. But I want you to try something else as well, whether it's donating blood or doing a garage sale. Nothing shows you more about what people's hearts are for you when you say, I'm going to start this coaching career and here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a giant garage sale and just might cover the cost of it, which will be really, really cool, or have to finance less, which is pretty amazing. All right. So that's the super secret session today, how to finance your coaching career. Has this been helpful? Telling me that in the chat. Tell me if this has been powerful, helpful. It's starting to get you think differently, think like a business owner, think like a 7-figure coach. That's the key inside certification. Yes, we give you the neuro coach model, teach you how to coach the right way, teach you the mind matrix, teach you STEBDAR, teach you brain prime, teach you how to coach. But in the process, we teach you how to think like a 7-figure coach. And that's why so many certified coaches with us scale. All right. If you're VIP, I will see you tomorrow where we talk about high ticket coaching and selling to high ticket clients and how to convert on high ticket versus a lower ticket item. That's going to be tomorrow for VIP. And then we'll be back together live on Wednesday when it's all things money, 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 sales, sales, sales. How do we move an attracted client over to an actual client, and how can we do it with a very irresistible offer? You're welcome. I'm glad these super secret sessions have been helpful, and I will see you on our next live training. Bye for now.